In this lesson, we are going to implement shopping cart page. When user select a product, add it to the cart, we redirect user to the cart page, and here user can update items in the cart, increase, decrease, or remove item from the cart like this. To get the source code of this lesson, go to repository at this link, go to comment section, find 13, create cart page. Use this code to follow me throughout this lesson. Let's get to code. Here is the plan to create cart page. Let us start by creating format currency utility function in utils.ts. Go to utils.ts, before format error, export function format currency. It accepts amount of type number or a string or null. If it's a number, then use currency formatter. What is currency formatter? Let's define it above this function. It's an object from Intel number format class. For local, we set it to ESUS, and for options, set the currency to USD, style to currency, and minimum fraction digits to 2. By having this object, we can define format currency function. If the parameter is of type number, we call format function on this object and pass amount as parameter to this function. What it returns is a currency formatted number using US dollar before it and 2 decimal point after it. If it's of type number, first of all, we convert a string to number using number function and then call currency formatter dot format on it. If it's null, return not a number. Next step is implementing remove item from cart. We already created a function at the very end of cart action, remove format from cart, remove item from cart, and here I'm going to finish it. Get rid of return and replace it with this code. Create a try catch block. Inside this, get the session cart ID from cookie. If it doesn't exist, raise an error. Get the product from database based on the product ID passed through frontend to this server action function. If it doesn't exist, raise an error. Then get the shopping cart. If it doesn't exist, raise an error. Then try to find this product in the shopping cart. If it doesn't exist, still raise an error. If the quantity of this product in cart is 1, remove it using filter function on item. If it's greater than 1, decrease its number using this code. Find that item, and for quantity, decrease quantity by 1. Then update changes in the database for the cart record in the cart table and update the UI for product page. At the end, return success to true, and for message, show product name based on existence of this product in the cart, display updated in or removed from cart successfully. If there is an error in the catch part, return success false, and format error, send it as message to the front end. Good. Next step. We need to install table component from shadcn. Open a new terminal and run pnpm dlx shadcn UI at sun latest add table. Done. Next step is creating cart form component. Go to app, root, right click new folder for cart. Inside that, create a new file, cartform.tsx. It's a client-side component. Use client and export default function cart form. We will use cart form in the cart page later. It accepts cart as parameter. Cart can be undefined, and it's of type cart from types folder. We need to access to router to redirect user. So access to next/navigation for use router. We need to show toast messages. Use toast from shadcn, and we have buttons to perform async functions. So I need to show loader, use transition, need to be imported from React. In the return part, create empty container, show heading 1 shopping cart. If cart does not exist or its length is 0, the items in the cart, display this message, cart is empty, and render a link from next/link redirect user to the homepage for shopping. Otherwise, create a div, make it like a grid. For medium device, create 4 columns and set gap to 5. Then create the first column, it's a div, but for medium device, it spans 3 of 4 columns. It's the main content because I'm going to render a table to show list of cart items. Import table from components/UI/table. Do the same for other component of ShadCN to render a table like this. I'm just importing them. The first column is item, name of item. Second one is quantity, text center, and price is the last column, and put text to right to render numbers, prices, right aligned. In the table body, import it, render all items in the cart using map function and convert each item to a table row. Then import table cell from ShadCN, create a link to the product details page, render an image inside it, import it from next/image, set source alternative width and height, make this one small as a thumbnail, and right after product image, render product name. The next cell is a button, import it from ShadCN. By default, it's disabled. And when user click on it, use start transition to call remove item from cart. Import it from cart actions. If it's not successful, show error message. Render the caption of this button. Import minus from Lucid React and loader from Lucid React 2. Then, right after minus button, display quantity of this item in the cart, and the next button is add the plus icon, import plus icon, and add to cart item from cart actions. The last cell is the item price, so get rid of dollar and use format currency and put item here like this. Right after this column, create another column, it's the action column. We render it in a cart, import it from ShadCN, cart content component, create padding and gap, and create a div. In this div, I'm using text extra large to make it big, to make this font large, show subtotal, and in parentheses, I'm going to display number of items in the cart using reduce function on the items and accumulate quantity of all items together right here and put a colon, then call format currency on the cart.items price. We already calculated items price in the backend, so we just display items price here. Right after this, create a button for unclick, redirect user to the next step in the checkout wizard. It's shipping a screen. We implement this page later. And as a caption for this button, use arrow right icon, import it from Lucid React, and proceed to checkout. If it's pending, show a loader message as caption of this button. That's it. We created the cart form. Here is the import items. Let's go for next step. It's creating page.tsx in cart folder. Right in the cart folder, new file, page.tsx. It's gonna be a very simple component. It's a server component. Import get my cart from cart action and cart form from cart form component that we created right here. Set the page title to shopping cart and put a dash to display the app name. Here, instead of process.env, it's much better to just type app name and import it from constant folder. Then export default async function cart page and get the cart from getMyCart function. Then return cart form component, pass the cart as props to this component. Save the code. Let's check the result. Go to localhost 3000 and click on cart. Awesome. We successfully implemented shopping cart page. Let's test the result. I'm going to increase this product in the cart. Awesome. Decrease this one. It's gonna be removed because I just have only one of this product, and by clicking on minus button, it's gonna be removed from the cart. Also, inside the product details page, minus button works because we implemented remove item from cart. And if I go to a new product, add it to the cart. Oops, I don't have the toaster. Let's fix the toaster. Go to layout.tsx in app folder, and right after cn, import toaster from component/UI/toaster. Then right after children in the body, render toaster. Go to the website minus, here I'm getting toast messages. So here, if I want to add an item to the cart like this one, by clicking on it, I have this beautiful toast, and go to cart button. It's the toast action. When I click on it, I will be redirected to the shopping cart page. It's much easier for user to redirect to the shopping cart and proceed to checkout. If I click on this one, I'm getting 404 error. For the next lesson, we implement this feature together. Until that lesson, bye-bye.